The folks you see running successful YouTube channels make it look so dang easy to be natural in front of the camera. Even with a teleprompter, the truth is, it takes a lot of practice. The first and foremost, biggest piece of advice that I'd have to offer is to keep a positive attitude throughout the process. It's so easy to beat yourself up when things don't go according to plan. It's really just like anything else in life. It just takes some practice. The number one feedback that I get from clients after they see themselves on tape for the first time is that they don't smile enough. And that's usually because we're so focused on getting everything right in the script that we forget to act like a person. The little things like the hand movements, the eye expressions, the smiles, those are the things that connect us to other people. It's always nice to have a coach when you're there doing videos because my technique is to use the sandwich technique for criticism. I can't be a pushover. I don't want people to record any bad videos or for me not to notice something that they're going to notice in the final product. So I have to let them know. But what I'll do is I'll give them a compliment, let them know what they're doing right, and then let them know the little criticism that I have in a nice way. And then at the very end, also reassure them, tell them that they're doing awesome and that they're really showing up for themselves. As a videographer, that really helps me to coach other people. I see a huge difference. There's always folks that have more problems than others. I would probably be in the problems category if I was on this side of the camera more often, but no matter the experience level that someone may have, I always feel comfortable enough to coach them through it. It's never impossible to do videos. If you just give yourself enough time and you have the patience, you too can be a YouTube superstar. I believe in you. By far, one of the number one things that I hear when I'm recording videos for other people is, what do I do with my hands?
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Be good just to hold them down by your side. Yeah, great.
And my biggest piece of advice in that aspect is to look at TED Talks.
If I start seeing the other actors as my competitors, and I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna get more attention than I am. People are gonna be talking about their performance more than my performance. Like, I've lost my focus.
Mixing it up, making sure to get caught up in the conversation that you're having, whether that be through your facial expressions or your hand expressions. Those are the things that really sell yourself and sell what you're talking about to your viewers. A valid concern to have if you're using a teleprompter is if it looks like you're reading. And a quick fix for this is to move the camera a little bit further away from you so that your eyes don't have to scan as far when they're reading the text. And another fix that you might have is to change up the margins. If you shrink the margins, that also decreases the distance that your eyes have to travel in order to get from the beginning of a sentence to the end of a sentence. I've been experimenting recently. This is the first video I've shot where the camera's close up. I'm using a wide angle lens and I really like it. I don't know why I've been shooting so far away. I am not shooting with a teleprompter. I'm just kind of shooting it sectionally right now. I'll go paragraph by paragraph and I'll edit it together later, but I'm really liking this. And I have my phone connected to the top of my camera right now. So I'm just using that for notes just so I don't miss anything. So that's also an option if you don't feel like projecting the script directly in front of your lens to read word for word. And if you are reading a script and it's close up, it's going to be a little bit more noticeable when your eyes are scanning the text if you're reading word for word. So my piece of advice would be to read in bullet points, or if you do read word for word, make sure to know the script really well and to match the tone of your voice and your body language to the script and feel comfortable looking away from the camera and to be able to come back to the script and to not get lost. Better reviewing the script and to almost have it memorized is going to make you free to express yourself. You allow yourself to explore into the body language and into how you're saying certain things. And it's going to overall make for a more enjoyable experience. But hey, sometimes people over prepare too. Not everyone's the same, so whatever you feel works best for you. I always think to at least review it a few times, do it in front of the mirror, maybe even record yourself so that you know any hangups ahead of time. You don't want to get to a stumbling block and have it throw you off and let it affect whatever else you're shooting for the rest of the day. So to be aware of anything that you might be able to modify in the script so that it matches your natural speaking voice. And it's easy when we're recording a lot of text at once to just kind of get lost in the text and everything starts to sound kind of similar. Each sentence has the same delivery. So in order to avoid that, it's really good to just slow it down and to force yourself to take it paragraph by paragraph so that you give each sentence and each word its proper weight that it deserves, because you put a lot of hard work into the script, and to gloss over it with a quick reading just because you're trying to get finished with the video shoot is doing yourself a disservice. So make sure to slow it down and to get a couple of good takes. Give yourself patience, like in tip number 1, and you're gonna be able to have a much better video in the end. Okay, my final tip is going to be to download the Teleprompter Pro app on the iOS or the Parrot Teleprompter app. Both of those I've used in the past. They allow for font size changes and margin changes. If you're using your phone, if you're recording with your phone, I definitely recommend shooting with the Teleprompter Pro app. It enables you to record on the front-facing camera while you're reading the script as it scans down your screen. So that's really cool. That's a nice feature if you're on the go. And if you're using a camera like myself, I definitely recommend getting the Parrot teleprompter. It screws onto the front of your lens, and then you kind of clip your phone onto it, and it reflects your phone screen onto a sheet of glass in front of the lens. Those are all the tips that I have today. If you like this video at all and you found anything useful in it, feel free to give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate you checking out this video, and I'll see you next time.